What's up, guys? Welcome to the training. My name is TJ Pesky. We're here in Ferndale, Michigan in the Lions Den Training Academy, and I can't wait to bring this to you. Man, this is something that we've been working on for a long time, but really, hey, what we're talking about today is not a mystery. Men are under attack, and I was sick and tired of what I was seeing, as with a lot of other men and other people in society, and it's time to actually combat that. Today, in the training, I'm going to share with you ways that you can counter some of the worst, most detrimental things that are happening to men in society today. I'm going to show you the 3 big obstacles that men have to avoid, that are not avoiding right now, but they must avoid to stop the procrastination, overcome pesky addictions like nicotine and caffeine and weed and alcohol, and lose the dad bod and finally accomplish their life's biggest goals. Now, I know that sounds like a lot. I know that sounds like something that would transform your entire life, and maybe it's not possible, but actually it's a lot simpler, not easy, but simpler than you may believe. And I'm going to go through these 3 obstacles right now. Before I do that, I just want to give you a little bit of information about who I am, why I'm here talking to you, why it is that I care, what I've had going on in my life. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. All right, so who am I? My name is TJ Pesky. I'm originally from Warren, Michigan. When I got out of high school in 2001, I had a full ride scholarship to Lawrence Tech University, and September 11th happened. So I dropped out, joined the Army, and my life has taken a lot of different twists and turns, a lot of different ups and downs, and I want to share some of those things with you and help you to avoid some of the mistakes that I made so that you can actually have true happiness and fulfillment in your life. Now, when I first joined the Army, I was in 10th Special Forces Group, was one of the first 1,000 soldiers in Iraq in 2003. And when I got there, they actually just dropped us off on the plane. And before I stepped off into Iraq, I didn't know I was going to Iraq. So that moment right there was like, wow, I am actually completely owned right here in this moment. And that really stuck here in my gut. Like, man, I don't want to feel like this again. So when I got back, I applied for a special assignment at the White House, and a year later, after they talked to all my ex-girlfriends, talked to any of the employers that I had, FBI came, talked to my parents, my relatives. They gave me a top secret security clearance, actually called the Yankee White Security Clearance, one of the highest security clearances that you can possibly get. It means I can get within arm's distance of the president. I was accepted for that assignment, so I added 4 more years, 8 years total to my assignment, and worked directly for the president, traveling around the world for the president, vice president, Secret Service, senior staff. So during that period of time, not only did I have a lot of fun, I was only between 21 to 25 years old, I also learned a lot about how the president actually is able to arrange his schedule and navigate through his day in order to achieve all the things that he was achieving day to day. And a lot of that is brought into some of the programs that we do here in Lions Den. Now, when I got out, that little thing that was in my gut and in my head that said I didn't want to be owned anymore, well, I got into a 6-figure job, worked there for a year. They gave me a 3% raise. I was in a cube. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I want to own myself. And so I started multiple businesses, some successes, some failures. I learned a lot along the way, but I kept on learning and being hungry towards more and more. And now I'm a personal trainer, I'm a consultant, I have a marketing company, I work with a nonprofit that helps veteran entrepreneurs to start or grow their businesses called Bunker Labs here in Detroit. And I'm also the owner of Lions Den Training Academy here in Ferndale, which helps men, young men and old men, to be in the best mental and physical shape of their life. And no offense to the older gentlemen. I'm an older gentleman too, compared to some of the 18-year-old and 16-year-old guys that we got coming through these programs. But nonetheless, we help them to get in their best mental and physical shape of their life. Now, why should I be qualified to tell you how to live your life or how to avoid some common pitfalls? Well, I actually was married, got married to someone that I thought was, the ideal person that I should be, the ideal person that I should be with, someone that my mom really admired and checked all the boxes for my parents and society, etc. Nothing bad to say about her. We just weren't a good fit. And I ended up getting divorced And that really tore me apart because, I just didn't fit in these societal norms, and it was difficult. I made some mistakes, wasted a lot of time and energy in my life at that current time when I could have actually just listened to my gut, listened to my intuition, and not had to go through all of those struggles. And I know a lot of you have made some of those same mistakes as well. Now, also, from the time I was probably 14 years old until 30 years old, I liked alcohol. I drank a lot. While I was in the military, that's basically all that we did. And so I worked hard and I played hard. I was actually a bouncer at night while I was working at the White House. And whenever I was in town, I was traveling 250 days a year, but whenever I was in town, I was bouncing at the club or hanging out at the club or doing whatever, having a great time. But it really, really impacted my health. Now, actually it impacted my health so much that the doctor said that my kidneys were failing at some point. So that sent me down the path to learn exactly how to optimize my mind, my body, to make myself whole again. And now I'm able to bring a lot of those methods and modalities here to some of our people in Lions Den to help them to get a grasp on how to take total control of their own health instead of relying on doctors to take care of them. Now, honestly, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I've also conquered a lot of demons in my life along the way. That has really been my mission, is just to continue to get better. And I want to help you. Now, the 3 things that I came up with, I want to try to focus on everything very, very simply for you guys, not to make it complicated. So let me dig into the 3 things that are the biggest obstacles that are in the way of men today of feeling like men. Now, first off, a lot of people over the years have come to me and said, hey, TJ, I want to change my life. I want things to be better in my life. I want to kind of take things to a new level, or I want to get out of this funk, or I want to overcome depression. What should I do? Well, there's lots of books that I could recommend, a lot of different things that people can do, but really the number one thing that men, young or old, need in their life is they need to have a grasp of health and fitness. Now, what I mean by this is you need to be able to know how to create your own workout routines, to be in the habit of actually getting that aggression out. Today's society, we're sitting around behind a computer in our cars all day long, and we are not actually using this testosterone that's pumping to our veins. And remember this, guys, use it or lose it. If you're not using it, you are going to lose it. And men without testosterone are not happy people. And a lot of men that are out here that are grumpy or angry or frustrated with their wives or just are not being fulfilled in their life, it's because they're actually not using their muscles, their testosterone, their God-given masculinity. And this whole toxic masculinity movement is really what's killing men, because they don't feel like it's okay to be competitive anymore, to be aggressive anymore. And it is okay to be competitive and aggressive, especially if you have some type of controlled setting, like being in the gym or doing martial arts. So you need to be able to integrate health and fitness into your life on a daily routine. Now, let me just say this as far as food is concerned. The standard American diet is made specifically to keep us down, to run rampant in our brains all of these chemicals and crap so that we cannot actually function day to day, so that we're just kind of droids going through day to day, trying to struggle through every day for other people working in jobs. And that is not what we're meant to do as men. So we need to take control of ourselves, know how to cook, know how to shop, know how to read labels. If you don't know how to do these things, then you're going to suffer in life. We are meant to lead. That's what the testosterone is there for. It's for us to lead, to protect, and provide. And if we don't have a way, an outlet for this aggression, this competitiveness that is ingrained in our DNA and our genetics, and if we don't have a way to actually fuel this Lamborghini that God has given us every single day, then we're going to be miserable creatures. So the first thing is to have a good grasp on health and fitness, to integrate health and fitness into your day every single day. Now the second thing, the biggest thing, the reason why people can't do fitness every day is because they do not have a mission-focused routine. Intentional. Oh, hold on. This is live, guys. Intentional lifestyle. What do I mean by this? So, day to day, as soon as we wake up, the first thing that most of us do is we grab our phones and we look and we say, okay, what's going on? Who messaged me? What's on my emails? What's going on in the news? And then from that point on, we are directed reactively by every ding and every buzz and every single chirp that goes off throughout the day, reactively responding to everyone else's needs and not our own. Now in the academy here we teach men how to live their life intentionally and be hyper productive so that they can break down their days into bite-sized chunks so that they can have a regimented lifestyle. Now what that allows you to do is, one, all those different things that you want to have in your life that you don't have right now, like fitness or meal prep or shopping or dates with your wife or going to try and find a significant other or working on yourself, reading books to be able to be more marketable to significant others. All of those things we find room for if we have a mission-focused routine, if we are intentionally building our own lifestyle. And a byproduct of that is all of the things that we don't want to have in our life, like being stuck on social media, like just being distracted on video games or whatever it is, or drinking or alcohol. Well, if we don't build those things into a regimented routine, then they're not going to be there, right? So by having a regimented routine, hour by hour, you have a predictability of what it is that you have to do tomorrow, right? And so what we teach here in the academy is to plan your day hour by hour the night before and then execute the day after. And it all needs to be documented so that you actually can stay on task. So you don't have to think about what is next, what should I be doing today. You already know, based on what you said last night, these are going to be my highest priority items, and then the next day you just come in and knock them out, right? So the second obstacle that you want to avoid is living your life reactively, and instead you want to have a mission-focused routine. So you don't want to live reactively, you want to have an intentional lifestyle, right? And this first one, the first obstacle of this is actually living a life where you're relying on everyone else to take care of you, to take care of your health, to take care of your fitness, relying on doctors to prescribe you medications for your pains and your ailments. This means you have to have total ownership of your life, of your health, and your fitness. So this is how you avoid that obstacle. And then number 3, you must have an environment of growth. Now, the obstacle today is getting stuck with all of our high school buddies or people that just are convenient, people that we might be working with that are saying, hey, come on and get a drink, or come out and mess around, or strip club, or whatever it is that's pulling you back into those bad places that are not having you be productive and living your life to the fullest. Now, a lot of us, we've tried health and fitness at one point in time. We've even tried some of these productivity hacks and living a more productive life and regimenting our day, but the reason why those things don't fall off is because the people around us are not involved with these same habits. They're not reading books. They're not actually achieving big goals. They're not planning on big goals. They're not shooting for the stars and hitting the moon. They don't know every single day what it is that they should be doing. They're living their life reactively, and so will you. You get pulled right back in. A lot of people rely on their willpower in order to keep them going, but that will never ever last for long. Now there's a thing that we teach in the academy that's called hypnotic rhythm. It's a law just like gravity that is going to pull you in whatever way that your environment is, right? So whatever it is that your thoughts are that you keep having, the conversations that you have, the different environment that you surround yourself with is going to condition you to be that certain particular person. You have zero control over that. Over time, nature is going to win. Even if you have very strong willpower, you have to think about it like this. Maybe you have strong willpower and you can kind of restrain yourself from falling back as far as some of the people are around you. But imagine if you had people around you that were pulling you up, that were lifting you up, that were helping you to reach your dreams, your goals, your true potential. Now that's what we create here in the Lion's Den. And that's what I want to invite you to do here. Now we have a couple of different programs. I want to invite you in on the Total Reset program. It's a 6-week long program that basically builds habits so that this is your new life. And it builds habits around other gentlemen who want the same thing, so that the big thing, this gets solidified by your environment, because now you have an environment of Lion's Den gentlemen who are from Detroit, who are on the attack, who want to achieve the big goals that they have in their life. They want to be the best version of themselves possible. I know that you want this too. I know that you've tried it many times before, and it leaves kind of a sick feeling in your stomach knowing day to day that you could be doing much more. Now, as men, we are burdened with a lot of weight to be able to take care of our families, or to provide, or just to not complain, right? Not to be able to talk to anybody about what's going on, and that leaves us empty. But people still want to take from us. We still feel a personal responsibility to give to others, but we have nothing left. Now this 6-week Total Reset program is meant to refill you, to make you whole again, to have you have total control over your life, have ultra confidence. Can you imagine being able to integrate fitness and health into your life every day, know how to eat food for fuel, be on a mission-focused routine every single day, having control of your life, living your life intentionally instead of reactively, and being able to have people around you that are encouraging you, talking about positivity and opportunity. Can you imagine what that is going to do for you compared to what your life is right now? Just think about that for a second. Think about being totally on track. The Lion's Den programs, the Total Reset program, is meant as a crucible for life. All the difficult workouts and things that we do in this program, and the accountability that you get from your coaches, is meant to reprogram your mind, to build new neural pathways, new habits for you to be your best self. So the best way really to get started is just that you and I can have a conversation. We can talk on the phone. I'll tell you the details about the program. Honestly, I'll tell you a lot of the details on the program right now. It's a 6-week long program. Everything is included. You get all the books, all the personal training, coaching. You'll get your CPL so you can defend yourself and your family confidently. All the ammo would be included with that. All the supplements that you need. Everything that you need in this 6-week Total Reset. Accountability. A group chat with your other fellow cohort members and other members who have already graduated the programs to help to lift you up is all included in this program. Now, we have a high-level Iron Sharpens Iron Academy full immersion program, and that includes some other things. If you're interested in that, that is with all the bells and whistles, including the lodge and blood testing and everything. Now, the Total Reset program is meant to give you all the benefits of the Iron Sharpens Iron Academy, but in a more condensed version. Instead of 8 weeks, it's 6 weeks, and you can kind of plan things a little bit more according to your own schedule in the Total Reset program. And we're also starting Total Resets more frequently than we do in the Iron Sharpens Iron Academy, so we can constantly have new people coming into the program. 2 times personal training per week, the nutrition plan, nutrition accountability, all the supplements that you need, like I said, all the different light items. But the result of this is your best mental and physical shape of your life. And the thing is, I guarantee it. In the beginning, we're going to talk about what are your goals? What is it that you want to achieve in your life? What is it that you want to achieve with your body? Let's say that you're 280 pounds. Well, if you're 280 pounds and you want to lose some weight, I will guarantee, you and I will talk, I'll make sure exactly where you're at health-wise, and we'll actually agree on a number that I can guarantee that you'll meet. And if you don't actually meet that number, not only will I give you your money back, but I'll also give you $250 on top of that. I want to make sure that this is something that you guys cannot turn down. I guarantee that you'll have the result. Every gentleman that comes through our programs here says that their life will never be the same. And I want you to feel that too. Truly, when I see these men graduate our programs, it fills my heart. It fills the heart of the other coaches that are in here. This gives us true passion and true purpose for life. And I want to see you inside this program. So, if this is something you're interested in, if you want to avoid these obstacles for the rest of your life, if you want to change the way the trajectory is going on in your life, please hit me up. Let's talk on the phone, see if this is a good fit for you. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you on the other side. Peace out.